In for week 2 of the GBPA Season 3. My opponent this week is DK Florian and the Hadera Haxorus. I have never played him before and I was very intrigued by the team he has. As you can see on the screen, the following mons he has is Garchomp, Lucario, Crobat, Rabombi, Absol, Electivire, Sableye, Slowking, Vanillux, Gardevoir, Blacephalon. And the Z users are Blacephalon, Lucario, and Vanillux. The main one that I was really scared of was Blacephalon, because if he was Scarfed, he would ruin my main plan of a certain one. So as I go into my team preview, the following ones I had on the team was Celesteela, Gracium Z Holding, Autotomized Seed Bomb, Earthquake, and Heavy Slam. After a Beast Boost, it kills everything. After an Autotomize, it can nearly outspeed everything bar Scarfers. So it could be the key to my victory. My second one is the Splash Plate holding Adaptability Crawdont with Crabhammer, Aqua Jet, Sword Stance, and Knockoff. A +2 Aqua Jet nearly kills everyone on his team, so he was my main. I was planning him to be my sweeper for the end of the game. My special defense was Sylveon, Wish, Protect, Hyper Voice, and Magico. Magico was meant to be for maybe Sableye or Slowking if they wanted a Toxic or set burn or something. My physical defense was Necrozma, Stealth Rock, Moonlight, Photon Geyser, Earthquake. Earthquake was mainly for the Blacephalon, so it doesn't just easily take it out. It can deal damage back. The Choice Scarf Pyram is for nearly every other mon. It can take damage. It can take a hit and then hit back. Toxic just in case I run out of moves and I just want to try and stall something out. And for another attacker I have Hitmonchan, Bullet Punch, Ice Punch, Drain Punch, and Rapid Spin. Rapid Spin is so that Celesteela doesn't get chipped for too much damage by rocks if any of Mons is running it. And as we go into the game, we can see he has Garchomp, Lucario, Sableye, Gardevoir, Blacephalon, and Rabombi. I felt confident leading off with Necrozma to find out what his ideas were. Okay, I'm turning that music off. That hurt my ear, and I'm going to go change this to slow. And I just decided to see what he wanted to do. So he went for a crunch. I just hit him with a Photon Geyser because there was nothing wrong with doing that. And then I just thought he'll love to see what he'd do. He might swap into Sableye. Just might as well get the HP back up. See what he wants to do. So I then decided to go into Sylveon because that was my main deal for this. Because it can take any hit and do 75% with a Hyper Voice. So he protects, I think, as I just click Hyper Voice to see what he wants to do. And then as we can see, he swaps into his Gardevoir, which I thought he was just specially defensive. And then I just decided to hit him with another Hyper Voice, or did I wish? No, I then wished after this. So I wished he clicked Psychic again. I think I clicked Hyper Voice one more time. And after the third Psychic, I thought he was Scarfed. So I decided to heal up my Sylveon again and then swap into Crawdon because I still believed he was Scarfed. Turns out, after the game, this is no spoiler to anything, it wasn't Scarfed, it was actually Assault Vested, so could have been a problem if I didn't deal with it right. So I think I wished here. Oh no, I already wished, and then I'm going to be back up to full HP, and then I decided to swap into Crawdon. So he was immune for the Psychic, so I decided to set up a Sword Stance, which luckily he went into a Lucario, so I was very happy. And this is a problem because he brought a bulky Lucario that lives on 1 HP. Because according to my calculator, if I can go into my Crawdon, live calcs right here, Crawdon, my custom set, and I go into a normal Lucario, I think it was Swords and Set, and if I go +2, it one-shots no matter what. But let's say if he has max HP, it was a roll. So he brought a very bulky set. So that got him to live. He Drain Punched me, and RIP my sweeper that I was planning to use to win the game straight away. So I had no choice but to go into Necrozma. I should have predicted the Sableye, so a bit disappointed that I clicked Photon Kaiser won't affect him at all. So I swap into Sylveon again, I think. He just clicks Fake Out, and it's once again a rinse and repeat. Or so I thought. I believe I hit him with a Hyper Voice, and he clicks Toxic. Which was bad at the time because this was my answer for, I'd say, 3 of the 6 bonds he had left. And I was in the back, so I had to try and think. I should have clicked Wish or something before doing that. And I think I find out his final move next time, but he decides to sack the Gardevoir, so he doesn't lose his Sableye. I think he goes into, I don't know why he goes into next. I think he goes back into the Sableye to click Protect. I think I took, oh no, he faked out. So after this, I think I swapped into Celesteela. And this could have been easily the end of the game. I could have clicked, I thought he was going to swap into the Blacephalon, so I clicked Earthquake. He was too bulky, he was able to get the recover off. So what was going through my head is, if I clicked Autotomize and Blacephalon is Scarfed, he would win. He would be able to get rid of my Mon, and it would be a big problem. He could have sweeped me, no bother. So I decided to try and fake out the Blacephalon, because I knew I could just spam Earthquake. I could spam it until something happens, because I know nothing else is going to take a hit from it, because Earthquake kills 2 of the 5 mons, and I can just chip damage it away. So all I knew is he had to swap in Blacephalon, so I knew to click Earthquake. That killed the Blacephalon and the main threat for my team. And I think that cost him the game. I knew to kill... I didn't realize he was going to have Blaze Click. Thank God he didn't get a crit. So I just clicked Earthquake and killed that. So he then swapped into his Garchomp, which I had to swap out because I think Stone Edge would have killed. Went into Necrozma. I think I then clicked Earth Power, predicting the Sableye switch in. Did I? Oh no, I just went straight into Sylveon. I think I wished and protected, or wished and did something. I think I wished and then just hard swapped into Celesteela. Yeah, so I didn't know what he wanted to do. He clicked Defog for no reason whatsoever. I think that was just a misclick on his half. So I just did that, and he stun spored me, but luckily I broke through the paralysis and heavy slammed into Oblivion. RIP, Rabombi, no one cares about it. Then I knew I could live anything, but a crit was very scary. I was surprised, so I just Z Bloom Doomed it. RIP, it's dead. I'm now +2. And I actually completely forgot the only offensive move he had was Fake Out. So I stupidly messed around with the rest of my mons, thinking there was something else I could have done for fun, but I really was just wasting my time. So I was just getting toxic for no reason. I could have just went back into Steela to get the win, but I just wanted to mess around. I'm sorry, DK. I didn't really actually mean to mess around. I just thought I just kept thinking there's a move that will hurt me, that'll get me killed, so I want to be safe. and I am sorry for that, but I'm happy for this because it's an obvious that I've won 5-0. This is the first time I think I've won this with this many months left over in a while. I think it's the first time in my chat, like I'm recording a video that I've done so well in. I am happy. I'm 2-0, even though the first win was a forfeit. But I'm very happy with this victory. I'm going to try my best this week. I have a match against Carbonite, who is the host of the GPBA. I'll probably leave a link to the official GPA channel in the description below. And I'm going to just click next turn constantly because all it was protect, recover, heavy slam and all that. But I got the win, so I hope you liked the video. If I need to improve anything, leave a comment to say what I can do, and I will talk to you all later.